Tap in earlier from my phone. It did not work, so I had to erase that episode, unfortunately. However, I'm gonna give y'all some little extras right now, and we finna break this comedy hype thing down so crucially. So y'all come on in, get ready. I'm gonna send this little intro through, and then we at it because we need to talk about these certain people in our society.
Vaughn, Savage, Media. Vaughn, Savage, Media.
All right, y'all. All right, and so here we have it. So I was watching Comedy to Hype today because I seen, Tariq and Dr. Umar's name in the title. And it says Dr. Umar opposes Tariq Nasheed's reparation plan, reparations for all black people. Now, if Comedy Hype had anything or any inkling of what's going on in black society today, this would be our article that they would not run. But this tells me that there's something sinister behind this media network. I'm going to play a little bit of the conversation, y'all, because I don't want them to be on no. Matter of fact, instead of showing the video, I'm going to just put this up and I'm going to let y'all listen to it. That way we kind of get around the BS. But listen to this, y'all.
To take in, but that's a part of the conversation. Pierre, let me bring you in and get your reactions. First, what's your reaction to it? But do you agree with Dr. Umar Johnson or with Tariq Nasheed when it comes to reparations for black people?
I'm more leaning to Umar. I do believe that, sure, we can get money. We should get money. Get something. Get something. Let's say something, reparations. But the problem is going to be the inner fighting of what's the value. Somebody's going to say it ain't worth $1 million. Everybody needs to get more than $1 million. I need $50 million. And it's going to be ridiculous. I don't know how to make it to where we agree that that's a certain amount is going to be what it is.
Well, good way we ain't asked you.
Now, I don't believe in throwing cash to folks just to be throwing cash without financial literacy.
Now, and see, this is what started to get me pissed off. Like, dude, y'all ain't told nobody. Are you telling? What kind of financial literacy did the Afghans have when they came over here when Joe Biden was throwing money at them? What kind of financial literacy does the Ukraine get? Come on now.
Because what's going to happen is the white man is going to put Jordans on sale and long ass hair on sale, and sisters and brothers are going to buy that shit and get that money right back to them white folks quickly, okay?
Now, that is the oldest, wackest trope. Very racist and very self-hating. If y'all don't know, Pierre's a half and halfer, and I swear he wished that he wasn't black. He wasn't all black. He wished he was all the way white, and he hate the fact that he half black because he would just have all the opportunities. He think he hate that he's stuck in that Negro body. This clown.
They put new cars on a cheaper price. They know what they do with it, so it has to be financial literacy or it's a waste. It's just a
Who else do they tell that they need to learn something before they get money, before they give them to them? See, this right, these now I heard his point of view, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're going to have some sensible point of views on the show, so let's hear what the other people got to say. But no, that's not the case. There's more.
Cycle. So, like I said, there's ways of putting reparations onto something. Maybe student loans get wiped out for blacks, for some students. They choose that. Maybe.
How about if you had reparations, you just can pay for your student loans? How about that?
Down payments on homes or something like that.
How about if you had reparations, you could pay for a down payment on a home too? Like, you're not even making sense, bro.
Yeah, that. Or money, but have a choice of what can help you. Because if you just throw money on people who aren't used to dealing with money.
Now, out of all the idiotic things that he said, I agree. If you one of them self-righteous Negroes and you feel like you ain't getting no handout by getting the money that's owed to you, fine, do what you do. But I'll take your money though. I'll take yours.
And money's going right back to where it started from. And people are gonna be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? So with Umar, I agree with, but he's saying first get our minds together. That ain't gonna happen in time enough for. And who gets it? Who gets it? Do you get it? And your child gets it? And your next child? Who gets it?
We know who gets it. Foundational Black Americans get it. Cut the check for foundational Black Americans, sir. We know who get it. Thanks. Gosh, man.
He said, and then someone said Africans should get it. When Africans coming over tomorrow, they get it starting today. Like, where do we start? Say, all right, from this day on, these black folks get it. It's a lot of organization.
If your family can be, if your family can be traced back to the 1860 census, then you get reparations. It's really pretty simple.
To be happening, it needs to be organized before it just a check is handed out or reparations move forward, and that's the problem.
Absolutely, Yamanika. Let me bring you in and get your thoughts as well.
Now, listen to this old uninformed lady right here.
First and foremost, welcome back. This is your first time back this year. So we got to give you the right welcome, but I love.
And she should have stayed exactly where she was, because wait till y'all hear what she has to say.
Dr. Umar Johnson, when it comes to reparations for black people.
I'm not going to lie. Both these men, instantly, I turned them off. Instantly.
But who is you? I've never heard of you before this. Who are you, family? But wait till y'all hear the trash that she spew. She low-key tried to shit on black men, and then watch this.
But I will say this. I understand where they're both coming from. They both have valid points. My issue has always been, we sit here and we talk about reparations, but is reparations even on the table?
Yes, it's on the table. Do you know that now in San Francisco, they just determined that each black American over 18 years old is entitled to $5 million? Are you serious? They're talking about the amounts in California right now. Where you been, Ma? We already had the reparations rally, November 12th?
Well, I mean, when we come in here, we make social commentary about things that are happening. Pierre and I, we come in here, we try to add levity to the things that are happening around the world. That is our job, right? And then we do whatever we can do from the stage to illuminate issues. But Tariq and Dr. Umar Johnson, their entire life is dedicated, according to them, to the advancement of colored people.
That's the NAACP, girl. It's not colored people. We're talking about foundational black Americans. That's how uninformed you are. You can't even speak. You can't even qualify. You can't speak intelligently on this subject because you are none the wiser, sweet stuff. You sound like an idiot.
And I want to know why we are having these conversations on podcasts instead of taking this action and going to the people that can get the ball moving.
So you must didn't hear about the reparations rally in Washington, D.C. You didn't hear about that, huh? On the National Mall. You ain't hear about that, huh? See, that's your problem. You don't know nothing.
In the government and start asking about reparations.
Sister, it's almost about to pass already. You behind, boo-boo cakes.
Just talking about something that's not even being offered to us right now is a waste of time.
It is being offered, and you're a waste of time. Just look, who paid you to say these things?
Absolutely, completely understand that thought. Let me bring in our special guest.
And she absolutely understand that thought. She's just a mindless. This host chick. That's why I got that. That's why I got that picture up, because we dealing with a whole bunch of them coons. What's up, mom? Mom's in here. She say keep it P always, and that's what we shall do. But hold on, there's more.
That's Mr. Marcus Harvey, who's back with us.
What's up?
I mean, we're kicking off the year. Like,
What's
we
up?
throwing
What's
bows.
up? We getting to it. I mean, we talking real powerful stuff. You know, I came in my orange and my glasses, so I feel like I need a restoration, whatever you.
Nah, see, that's your problem. You're too goofy. You sound like a tether. And he proves that he's a tether. If you just listen a little bit, I'm going to point it out for y'all. See if you can catch it.
You want to call it. It's what we need as black people, my brothers and sisters. I
So
feel like
let me throw that same question to you then and get your thoughts on it. Who are you leaning towards? Dr. Umar Johnson, who's saying, you know, I think all black people should get reparations. But then we have Tariq Nasheed, who's saying only, you know, a foundational black Americans should get reparations.
Which is she? Who is she? Because she seems a little tetheristic too. Because Boo Boo, that's talking about you. But hold on, there's more.
I think all blacks. I mean, to be totally honest.
I think all blacks. Why? Because you look tetheristic, my man. So hold on, let me show y'all cuz real quick. Just real quick. Just on the quick side. Look at this dude. Tether. Boom. Tether Reno. But listen, he gonna say it.
Even if we're talking about how, even when we're talking about, Pierre was talking about, like, you know, what will we do with it? What kind of like education will we have involved in it? There's a lot of things that have already happened. We've already executed a lot of times with money that we did not have. You know, we've built places like Black Wall Street, and those things kind of get turned on its head by other outside forces. So
who is we?
I mean, it is an imaginary conversation in some senses, but I think that Tariq is trying to push it through in California. So I do know that he's trying to do that. But besides that, I mean, when it comes to it, I think that all black people should have some type of situation, whether it be taxes, whether.
Hey, hold up. Is y'all catching the fact that they keep trying to be like, it's what Tariq is doing? Tariq is one person, fam. It's not just him. He might be a larger voice or a bigger platform, but come on, fam. They're straight up attacking this man.
It'd be like, you know, greater access to like loans or you know, things that are lower interest rates.
Look how they were paid to say these things: loans, interest rates, school tuition. Like, dude, you can do all. You won't need a loan if you got the money.
Different things of that nature, as well as cash. I need that money too, man, because, you know, I know folks. We built this country, so I mean, and that's the whole point. We built the country.
Yeah.
So we need that back pay.
Who is we? Who is we?
Yeah.
Time's a little something.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Now, Pierre, let me bring you in, because with this conversation, a lot of people are just feeling like it's dividing us even more.
We've been divided, sweetheart. Nobody claims black until it's convenient. Nobody wants to be all together until there was money on the table.
More. You know, you have Tariq Nasheed on one end and Dr. Umar Johnson, who, you know, and I guess people more leaning that Tariq Nasheed is dividing us because he's saying, hey, only found.
Oh, he's dividing us because he's looking out for his own group. This media outlet, Comedy Hype, is one of the worst, y'all. They one of the worst, man. Straight worse. Look what they perpetuating.
Foundational black Americans. But if you're, you know, African, you don't get it if you're a child. And actually,
you're not supposed
in the interview, John, our producer, actually said, you know, he has a father who is African, and Tariq Nasheed told him, well, you automatically don't qualify.
He didn't say that. You're a liar. He didn't say you automatically don't qualify. As long as you got one FBA parent, you qualify. He said you might not qualify because he didn't go into his background, and Cuz tried to lie about it from the beginning, talking about he was, hold on, I'm playing for y'all self. Here goes the exchange right here. Hold on real quick. This is what she talking about. Why she
money is going to stop black men from dating outside the race.
Reparations doesn't do it for me personally, and I'll explain my position, but in hearing your answer, I think you articulated.
Where's your family from?
My family is from South Georgia, you know, the South.
Descendants of slaves? Both of them?
I haven't dived that deep.
Okay.
You haven't dived that deep. Come on, fam. You know if your people's descended of slaves, but you didn't want to say because you're just like the other people trying to tether your little self along. Now listen to what he say.
But my father's African.
Oh, okay. What part of Africa is the family?
Nigeria.
Okay, there we go. So you have to see if you're qualified for reparations. You might not be qualified for it. You see?
Yeah.
Because
He said you might not qualify. You would have to see if you qualify for reparations, is what he said. She lying. Now back to this clown. Listen to this.
A fight amongst each other. We just, if I say I like apples, you say you like orange, and then you say screw you for liking apples, and screw, we just like to go back and forth. It is what it is. It ain't gonna work if you don't give everybody something, because the people who don't have are gonna rob the people who do have. Trust me, they're gonna be pissed off.
So we don't get reparations because now people gonna want to rob us? You sound stupid, fam. Then you shouldn't be in Hollywood because people want to rob you too then, right? Dummy.
You're gonna separate people again. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you say Africans. I mean, I'm not. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a crazy question to say who gets what. I mean, I don't believe I'm even talking about it, nigga. Just I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it? But just think about it. What is it? We don't let the Africans who live here get something, but they weren't here beforehand. They didn't build America. The Africans that just came over here and shit like 4 years ago, 8 years ago. Do they get $1 million a piece?
Hell no, they don't get no money. You know they don't get no money. Why are you even asking that question? You sound stupid.
Like somebody who's had a family who's out sharecroppers and slaves. Do they get it? They don't get it? Do they understand? Like, what's happening?
What you mean, do they understand? You're just spitting a whole bunch of gibberish. And they bought you on here for that.
Happening here, like he said, everybody gets, every black person. What does that mean, every black person? You're going to have Africans flying over here left and right trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying? It's going to build up real quick. It's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, man.
He seemed like he was paid to say that, fam.
Everybody else flies over here, though.
Well,
Why not have my brother?
Give everybody money. Give everybody money. Everybody gets $1 million. $5 million, $20 million. Come on.
Always a good time. Now,
come on. Man, shut up, dude. Gosh, Pierre is one of the worst.
I'm going to have Marcus, because I know Marcus seemed to, he wanted to respond to that some, but I want to ask that same question to you after your response. Why do you think there's this historical divide between black Americans and Africans? And first, you can start off by responding to Pierre.
I definitely agree with Pierre. There will be a lot of Africans on African air. Oh my goodness, did you not hear what we are doing today? Let us go to America. Oh my goodness, to you. Why?
They're going to be making Coming to America 4.
You know what I'm saying? It would be here. I have come to find my queen. I have money and everything today. You know what I'm saying? But I still think that they should get it. I mean, even
now you notice that he said, I think that they should get it. You see that? Who are you advocating for? Listen to him real quick.
Everybody, migrates to America and they get something. So why not us? You know what I'm saying?
Why not us? You told on yourself, bro. You ain't qualified, are you?
In any form. I feel like we should stop talking about our divide and kind of start thinking about our bridge and, building.
Oh, now we are brothers. Now we brothers. Man, please.
Our bridges a little bit more, because we're all the same people. We all get treated the same way when we go around the world. Like, I get treated just like an African does when I'm over in Europe.
I get treated like we all the same. When we get pulled over, they see the shit. Man, shut up. Y'all only trying to get down right now because the money's on the line, fam. But guess what? We're cutting the check for foundational black Americans only, sir. So you have no wins.
As they get treated when they're over in Europe. I see the same stuff going on in Asia that gets done to. So it's like, instead of us kind of like worrying about like how different we are just on our separation of the on the separation of the sea through the travel of these boats that brought us over.
The boats just dropped us off at different places, fam. Nah, that ain't what y'all be saying when y'all be coming over here caking up to white mommy and daddy. Y'all be like, oh, we not like those lazy akata. They don't work. I work hard. I'm not like those lazy akata. Black people don't got no derogatory word for Africans, bro. And all black people was called African booty scratcher when they was kid. And if y'all still railing about that, y'all niggas need to grow up, cuz.
Over here. Like, man, be connected with our blood. Like, yo, we hear what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. No, I couldn't agree with you more. And we definitely didn't.
She couldn't agree with everything more. She don't have a stance on nothing. She's such an air bubble head.
Asked to be here to begin with. But Yamanika, let me bring you in with that same question. What are your thoughts? Why do you think there's this historical divide between
Now watch what this fool gotta say.
Black Americans and Africans?
I mean, it's a divide and conquer. We've been very divided.
But because of who though? Who divided who? It wasn't Black Americans that divided anybody. We used to wear dashikis, African medallions. A lot of people got African names. We used to do everything. We wore lots to like our Caribbean brothers and all that. We ain't never been on division until we found out that y'all didn't consider yourselves black.
One of the most divided people in the world. And a lot of people would say that's because we are powerful, right, as a unit. And if we work together, we are strong. And divided, we are weaker. And that's sort of just what it is. I mean, listen, girl, we in 20.
Look, you don't even got nothing to say. I don't even know why they brought her on the whole program. Now listen to this dry joke she tell.
2023. I want to talk about shit that's happening. If there's reparations, somebody getting $1 million, where's this million? I don't be talking about million. I don't want to talk about food that ain't on my plate. And yes, I did make a big girl joke. Okay? I want us to have the shit if we're going to have the shit. We've been talking about reparations since I was a kid, since my mother was a kid. We're not even in the realm of even having someone acknowledge that.
Girl, listen. Where have you been? Just because you're uneducated on the subject, if I was you, I would have set this one out.
For us. So if we are not being acknowledged to even talk and we talk about on the Senate floor, on the House floor, these are bills being pushed forward for reparations, then what are we talking about? Some fantasy land? I want to deal in reality. So until we can really get
where do they find these coons at, man? Where do they find these self-hating, self-degrading ass Negroes from? Jerry up in here, what's up, fam? He said that's come from. My mom said that come from not doing your homework. Jerry, where you tapping in from, fam? You family, man. Once you tap in, sir, where you tapping in from, family? This is just disgusting me. There's more.
These things like reparations on the Senate floor, on the House floor, as a bill to move forward. Let's start talking about what we can do in our community now with the money that we have, that we funnel out of the community consistently because we're supporting businesses that don't look like us.
Here we go. We need to come together. We need unity. Man, ain't no such thing as unity. White people don't have unity. You don't never hear nobody telling nobody, go to the leaders of the white community and do what's up with the community. Man, get out of here with that. Man, this is the worst. Hold on.
That's where the conversation needs to be had.
And one thing, let me tell you, somebody who's on his fourth passport been tatted up. I've been all over the world, grew up overseas, in all over. I've been all over. Been to Africa 4 times.
And?
If you think the romance of Africans loving Americans like that, you think we all singing and dancing when we get over there, you got it way mistaken. I don't know what movies y'all watching. For those who ain't never been out of Cleveland or Chicago or Detroit and think they know how Africans, I've been to Africa, been on the motherland in different places. No, they like our celebrities. They think we're arrogant, we're stuffy. They're not sitting there.
Nigga, if they ran up into you, I see why. You're a coon. They could smell the coon on your damn breath. They didn't like you soon as you touched down, especially if they seeing shit like this.
They're saying, man, we can't, we want to be like you as far as a human being. They want what we have, but they ain't crazy about Americans. Trust me, I've been over there.
So if they're not crazy about us, then why would we be giving them some of our reparations then, fool? You contradicting yourself. So you do know what's up. So you were paid to say what you wanted to say. Now you going off cuff. Now we get to hear what you really know.
And I know somebody in the comments goes say my cousin love Africa, but I've been there 4 times, and it ain't that. So all of us talking about going back to Africa and the unity, shit. Watch when you get back to Africa and see how different it is. I'm being honest. I've been there. I've been there personally and had personal experience and watched. You know what I'm saying? They're not that fond of us. When they come over here, you notice how they come over here and they treat us certain ways. African people who work stores. What are you doing here? What are you buying?
Okay, so if you know that there, sir, why in the hell would you consider giving these people a piece of a pie they did not work for? Man, this is ridiculous.
On the whole thing, they have a feeling because we have an image of being a-holes and arrogant and stuffy and all that. So they're not waiting for us to come back to Africa. Come back to Africa, Americans, and we open the door for you. That ain't what's happening over there.
Right, and I know, and we know that even if, people who haven't traveled, we see how, we're constantly portrayed in the media, just the same way, the way that they portray Africa to us. At one point growing up, we only knew of the kids with the big bellies and that are hungry, and they painted Africa as this poor country. So no, I think whether they've been or not, if you don't understand that media plays a big part in how we're viewed over there, then you're living in a small hole. But let me bring in, so we have live studio audience every Wednesday. And I actually want to bring in T. She's a comedian here in Atlanta to ask you all a question. So I'll kick it over to you, T. Thank you for joining us.
I didn't see this part.
Yeah. We can clap that up. Thank you for joining us. And then, what's your question?
So I'm a black lesbian woman, and
Wow.
I'm already on level 2 of oppression. More money brings more problems. So how will money actually help me?
Oh my fucking God. I'm done with this shit. I cannot do this. Comedy Hype is one of the worst fucking public. Man, I'm an LGBT woman. I'm double the oppression. Oh my God. How does money help you? First of all, it can get you a better outfit. And it might have could have got your hair done with that whack ass San Diego hat you got on. I wish y'all could see her. Oh my God. Oh my God. How does money help? Baby, bye. Straight. Mom, I'm telling you. Man, hold on. This has got my hide chapped.
Yeah. Well, mine's short and sweet. I agree with what you said. More money can bring a lot of problems if it's not handled right. That's why I said financial literacy is so important. If not, it's going to be a hell. It's going to be, it's going to be.
Really?
That's all I was saying. Good question.
Yeah, I also agree. I mean,
oh my God, they don't got nobody sensible on this panel. Let me see what her dumb ass finna say.
I don't even know what to say because
you're stupid. That's why you don't know what to say, because you're stupid. And you can't come up with no idiocy. There's no really real retort on why people who built the country ain't owed the money that they owe, because you're stupid.
It's such a circular conversation when there's no money on the table. That will always be my talking point on this.
Because you don't know, sweetie boo boo. Man, let me fast forward her ass. She gonna make me sick. Let me see what this dumb nigga had to say right here.
Make whatever shake. You feel me? So, whether it be grants, whatever it may be, but like you said, answering your question, yeah, of course we got a lot of problems. Every community has a lot of problems. We just kind of put ours out there a lot more, and we try to talk about ours versus kind of like putting some action. I can see what y'all Monique is saying, and I feel like that's really what we need to start kind of doing this year. It's just like really focusing on like all these little small issues and kind of like.
Man, so I see now. She had a point. The lady, her point, they told her, you just say how ridiculous it is and make jokes about it. They told Pierre to bring the confusion, and they told this nigga to smooth it over and say, if Africans ain't getting it, can't nobody get it.
Connecting a little bit more than what we've been doing, because yeah, this is circular. It just keeps going on and on. Why do Africans hate blacks? Why do blacks hate Africans? It's like, hey man, we getting hate from everybody, so why we gotta hate each other? Let's just chill on that shit.
We right, not hating y'all. Y'all the ones hating us.
I want to add before you head out, because I did just receive an article. So right now there is a bold reparations plan to consider in San Francisco for about $5 million for each longtime black resident. So that is one thing that is currently being pushed, that was put in. I'm pretty sure that'll be on the screen as well. But before we head out, I'd love for you to plug. How can people follow you? I know you're a comedian as well. So
yeah, whatever. Get your ass out of here. And look. So if they put up that article, look. So you telling me they didn't talk about this before they went on air to get all their talking points? They had that article that says that the money's on the table right now. And old girl's still going, well, I don't know why we talk about this. This is a circular argument. We ain't no money on the tables. Girl, I wish y'all could see these clowns. But anyway, I'm not going to hold you. Y'all get in the comment, tell me what y'all think. First off, we know that there's mayo behind all of this. Comedy hype is mayo. We're cutting the check for foundational Black Americans only. We come into Washington to get our check. If they don't like that, it's too bad for them. It's too bad. Y'all get, you know it's about something right now because it's getting super serious right now. Right now they like, oh my God, we all black now. We all black. We all came from the same space now. We were just dropped off at separate places. Yeah, okay, Akata. I'm the grand super Akata there. Matter of fact, nah, I ain't even gonna do that right now. Anyway, I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And I got 4 words for you. Love with the peace. We have the blessings and Maloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. You already know how. Take these commercials before I go ha. Yee!
This is Kendra Blackwood for Hot Lava Music TV. First off, let's get this straight. I only want a boss. And I like to see a boss and boss shit. Where can you get boss shit, you ask? Well, dig this player. Boss 3 Anti Clothing got that drip for you and your missus. Now first, go follow at Boss 3 Anti Clothing on IG to see more real boss shit. And second, please log on to boss3anticlothing.com. That's boss3anticlothing.com.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say it.